What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Angel Fierro versus Brayan Zamarripa, and this was a 10-rounder in the lightweight division. And this fight was Friday, September 15th, from the Auditorio Municipal Fausto Gutierrez Moreno in Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. And this fight was broadcasted on DAZN. And in this fight, let me just say this first. It was an absolute war. This was a very, very good fight to watch if you're a fight fan. I know many people in the United States and even other places probably didn't watch it. Wasn't really as much of a hyped up fight. But, I mean, it was an all-out Mexican war. And yeah, I mean, Angel Fierro got the split decision victory over Brayan Zamarripa. I scored this bout 96-95 in Fierro's favor. The three judges had this bout 96-94 both ways, and then the third judge agreed with me, scoring at 96-95 for Fierro. So this was just a really, really close all-out war. And I'm not mad at the decision at all. I think it was really close. Could have went either way by a point or two, but just a very, very good fight overall. Just to break down my scorecard and why I have it, obviously 96-95. So the first round, I gave it to Brayan Zamarripa. He did very, very well boxing. Had some good counters. Round number 2 was a very close and fun round. Fierro was going to the body hard. Both of them had a good round, but Fierro was just a bit more active to the body. Round number 3 was a very, very close round. Zamarripa closed very well with a big shot. That's why he just edged that round, but it was very, very close. Round number 4, however, Zamarripa boxed very well, won the round pretty clearly. Round number 5, however, and 6, Zamarripa looked very, very hurt. His body language was completely different from the round prior in round number 3, where he was landing some decent shots to close. But rounds 4 and 5, Zamarripa looked a bit tired. Fierro started pressing the pace, landing big shots to the body, and Zamarripa looked like he was going to get stopped. But then the whole momentum almost shifted, as at the end of that 6th round, even though Zamarripa lost it, he landed a big shot on Fierro to close it. And then at the start of the 7th, Fierro was very, very hurt to the body with a big uppercut, was wobbled, looked very, very hurt, looked like he was going to get dropped. And then Fierro came back and hurt Zamarripa later in that round. So I give that one a 10-10. I've been giving a lot of 10-10s recently, but this round was a very, very close round. Both of them hurt each other in very similar fashion, where they're sort of backtracking, trying to get away from each other. I mean, it was just a very, very good round in general. Round number 8, I gave it to Angel Fierro. He was just going pretty well to the body. Round number 9, Zamarripa was boxing a bit better. And then round number 10, from the gutter, Fierro, when he thought that he needed that round to win the fight, Fierro landed some big combinations and a big overhand on Zamarripa that sort of wobbled him back in that 10th and final round, and he was very hurt early in that round, and that round really closed out the fight, in my opinion, for Angel Fierro and gave him that victory. So in the end, Angel Fierro got that split decision victory. This goes into question, what is next for him? Now 22-1 with 2 draws and 17 KOs. Brayan Zamarripa drops to 13-2, but this was a very, very good war. For Fierro, fighting in front of his home crowd, he's gotten some decent wins in the past. Stopped Alberto Machado in an upset, defeated Zamarripa here. He also has gotten some other very solid wins in his career. Defeated Juan Carlos Burgos by decision, he got a draw with Juan Carlos Burgos, defeated Eduardo Estela, defeated Jeremy Cuevas in a very good stoppage. So he's gotten some decent wins in his career, and I think for him, he's ranked pretty highly by the WBO. I wouldn't mind seeing him possibly fight someone high ranked in the WBO for maybe an eliminator, just continue on trying to build himself up in the rankings and possibly get a world title shot, because that's really what the fighters are working for. And it is prize fighting, so he's really going to be looking for the biggest fights, biggest championship fights in his home crowd or in the United States. And yeah, so for him, I really think he's going to continue on defending that NABO belt he does have, continue rising up in the ranks and getting the biggest fights that he can. But as for Brayan Zamarripa, I think for him, he's going to build up his resume, beef it up a little bit, maybe get to 16-2, 17-2 before maybe taking on a decent level fellow Mexican fighter, just like Fierro, where he might take a win, or he might take a tough loss, might get a win just like this one. So overall, Angel Fierro defeats Brayan Zamarripa by split decision in an all-out war in a very, very good fight. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.